Hello, it's me James, and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tips, tricks, and tutorials, and of course, I like to do this in complete survival. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the top 5 overpowered farms and features in the game at the moment. And fair warning, if you do the things that I show you in today's video, you might possibly get banned by Mojang devs. Oh, one sec, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Wait, what? They're not gonna get banned? The devs have literally intentionally added these things to the game? Oh, damn. That's right, literally, the devs added them to the game. Like, I didn't add them to the game. I'm not a dev. So don't blame me if you just think they're just too OP. Let's jump straight on into the video. For number 1, we are going to talk about 1 emerald trades. Now, you can get 1 emerald trade villagers for literally any item that they sell. But for example, I have this one. It was I think that was 23 or maybe 20. And now it's gone down to 1 emerald for a mending book. To top it off, all of the other stuff is now 1 emerald trade as well. Apart from the paper. Don't ask why he's just living inside a lectern. I have no idea. You see this villager right here? This has not had the 1 emerald trade trick and has only gone down to 9 emeralds. Boo! So let me show you exactly what you're going to need to get 1 emerald trades. Now, to get these really cheap prices, we are going to need to set up a system like this. This is a very, very simple system. It literally consists of a name tag zombie, a dispenser with a water bucket in, and on the side of it, a button. This is simply going to control where the mobs will go. The next thing you are going to need is, of course, a villager with a trade you want to discount. I've got this really cheap mending book. It is already 10, but a general rule of thumb is don't go above 20 emeralds for the item you want to trade. So the original price needs to be 20 emeralds or below. And that is actually not tested and tried. I just always stick beneath 20 emeralds and I always get 1 emerald trade. Once you have your desired trade though, you can go ahead and lock that trade in by doing a purchase on that villager. Now, to simply get the trade that you desire, you can grab yourself a sticky piston, lever, and a job block. Make sure you've also got a bed to connect to your villager. And you simply want to pull the lever, check the trade, pull the lever, check the trade until you get the required trade you want. At this stage, we've got the locked in trade that we want. We can actually go and infect this villager. Simply press the button on the dispenser, allowing our zombie to come and infect our villager. Now, when the villager is infected, we can actually remove the zombie, pushing him back down there. I'm also going to put a slab here just for a little bit of extra protection. At this stage, to get our discounts, we simply need to cure this villager. And to do that, we've got 2 options. Now, for both options, you are going to need a golden apple. Option number 1, you can use a brewing stand, some blaze powder, 3 water bottles. Go ahead and craft yourself a fermented spider eye. You can add all of these things in a brewing stand to make yourself a potion of weakness. Simply replace the fermented spider eye with gunpowder, and this will make a splash potion of weakness. You can then throw this at this zombie. Option number 2, you still want to go ahead and use a brewing stand to make 3 potions of weakness. However, don't make them into splash potions. This time, we're going to add our potions of weakness to a cauldron. Like this, 3 of them will completely fill up the cauldron. And now we can get a stack of arrows and simply make ourselves some tipped arrows. This will give us 64 tipped arrows of weakness, and we can still cure villagers with this, meaning we've got 64 ways to cure villagers here, and only 3 using the potion method. So it goes without saying, the arrow way is a lot more efficient, and once you have picked your way, whether that be a splash potion or arrows, we are simply going to cure this villager right now. I'm going to use the arrows because it's a lot better. You simply want to hit this villager once. Try and use a bow that's not got any good enchantments on it. Once you've got these little particles on the villager, you can go ahead and click the golden apple on the villager, and it'll start to shake and eventually cure. Now, all we have to do is wait for this shaking zombie villager to turn into a normal villager. And after a short amount of time, we should be able to go back into the villager and receive our 1 emerald trades. You can see even this one has gone down to 1 emerald trades. And remember, to get this method foolproof, try and get the lower price to start with. But that's how to get 1 emerald trades in the latest version of the game. Next on the list, we are going to talk about settings. The first setting I'm going to show you actually allowed me to get 64 pairs of elytra in 100% survival. And if you don't believe me, I've literally got video proof of me doing it. The best part about this setting won't just work in the later stages of the game. You can literally start a brand new world like I've done on this hardcore world and do it within seconds. Ideally though, you are going to want, I don't know, 30 blocks. So, 1 sec. And once you've got your 30 blocks, nerd pole all the way into the sky using those blocks. I know what you're thinking. Dude, this is terrible. We've not even done the setting yet. So right now, you can see, we can barely see anything. Look at that. There's nothing. Couple trees, you know, like an island thing over there. Same over there. Not much to see. However, in the settings, we can quite literally change it so we can see loads. We want to go to the video settings and all the way down to the render settings and simply put it as high as it will go. Now, depending on what device you have, you might not be able to go this high, but on my PC, I can go 96 chunks. Dude, 96 chunks. So when I go back into the game, I can look around and see if there is anything, you know, where I want to go. Now, ideally, you do want to let these chunks load out a little bit. I can already see a few weird things popping up, which we can go and have a look at. But just look how far we can see now. This was the exact method I did in the end to pinpoint end cities. And to be honest with you, I picked, like, not the greatest seed to show this off on. There's not many structures that we can actually go to. We can see some brand new biomes, which is always nice. However, as for structures, yeah, there is not many. One thing I do see that looks a little bit weird is that thing over there. So I'm going to go and explore that. Once you've pinpointed the structure or direction you want to go in from this method, go back into the settings and turn it down to a normal render distance. This will allow you to play the game a lot smoothly, or more smoothly, should I say. So, yeah, 20, 25, whatever. And there we go. So now I'm going to go in that direction to find whatever that was. Dude! Alright, well, we can go and have a look in Spectator anyway. So this was absolutely far away, as you can see. And is this a ruin, an ocean ruin above the ocean? Dude! That is a nice find. I was able to find this because of that method. This next setting will guarantee to get me at least 1 hate comment saying, dude, you can't do that. It's just cheating. However, I hate to inform you, it's literally not cheating, because what I'm about to show you is quite literally in the game settings. Furthermore, if it was classed as cheating, it would probably be in the cheats menu, which it's not. But what is this setting I am talking about? Well, it is the fact you can change the difficulty of your game anytime. Now, of course, this has changed with the addition to hardcore. Once you're in hardcore, you are locked in hardcore, unless you watch my video on how to switch it. But other than the hardcore stuff, the fact that we can change the difficulty in game is honestly OP to me. And the fact I've even mentioned that is going to trigger so many people, it's unbelievable. But why exactly is this an overpowered feature? Well, here's a couple reasons. Reason number 1 is to get rid of unwanted mobs. Now, maybe your friend or yourself accidentally puts a wither in your world. All you have to do is turn it to peaceful and the wither will disappear without blowing up. However, there is a downside to this method. If you have collected any mobs that won't spawn in peaceful, they will also disappear. For reason number 2, it is going to be a lot easier to kill mobs in easy mode. So if I change from hard to easy, watch how easy this is going to be to actually damage the wither. Now, just notice how fast the health is going down every single hit. And that is the same with arrows. You just got to make sure you can obviously hit the wither. And as I mentioned, being in easy mode makes mobs a lot more manageable. So you can do stuff like wither mining. So now it's in this form. We can actually just go like this. and it will kind of like mine out loads of areas for us, and we can go and collect the stuff. The best part about it is we actually get XP from this stuff as well. Just have to wait for the wither to obviously do the attack and remove some stuff. Another great thing is it will actually completely remove lava. I don't know if you saw that, but it completely removed lava. And when you're done with the mining, you can literally just kill the wither so easily because it makes things just easy. But if this was in hard, this would be a completely different story. Oh yeah, and be careful not to blow up all your stuff you just mined if you do use wither mining. The next setting I want to talk about is FOV, Field of View. This setting allows you to see more around you depending on how high you have it. So if I have it all the way, you'll be able to see, I can see loads more right now. However, if I have it all the way down on 30, you can see I can barely see anything. So first of all, having it higher is obviously going to be more overpowered because, yeah, you're just going to be able to see more than other people. I personally always have mine set to 90. And not only that, I'm pretty sure FOV plays a mental game with you. So this is me just walking on this path with my normal 90 FOV. And yeah, it looks pretty good, right? And now this is me walking the exact same path at 50 FOV. Now, truth be told, there is nothing difference between them. However, mentally, for me anyway, this might not be the same for you. When I'm in a higher FOV, I just feel like I'm going faster. I noticed this phenomenon the other day, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put it in a video to see if anyone else experiences this as well. So yeah, FOV making you believe you're going faster or slower in a game is kind of overpowered in my opinion, considering you're probably not going faster or slower. Next up, I'm going to show you a very easy Warden Trap. So I've made my way down to an ancient city. Let's go ahead and spawn a Warden. Now, I want to say a massive shout out to IBX Toycat. I originally saw this on his channel, and I was quite pleasantly surprised. To do this, all you need to do is spawn a Warden, and then simply go around the outside of the Warden, trapping him with wool. And literally, you will get yourself a stuck Warden in wool, creating a very easy trap, literally out of wool. Now you can walk around and be free to open the chests. How insane is that? You want to be very, very careful. The Warden can still sniff you. He just can't move around. So he can do his attacks through this wall. So, yeah, you don't want to get caught in one of those traps. But I think maybe if you just continue to surround him in wool, you might not be able to do it. No, I was wrong. He's just trapped. He can still attack you, but he can't move. Now, I would say iron farms are a definite must for a Minecraft world. But what exact ones do you pick to build? If overpowered is what you're going for, there is only one farm for you. And that is the stacked iron farm. This farm is essentially exactly what it says in the name. It is an iron farm that you can stack together to have multiple iron farms at once. All of these can spawn double golems, and they can spawn at the same time. The craziest thing is, I've only actually got 7 iron farms stacked together at the minute, and the amount of iron I'm getting from just these 7 is absolutely insane. And you can see by all the empty iron farms, I still have so much more work to do, and this will only make the iron farm even more overpowered. This truly is one of the most overpowered farms in all of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And to be honest with you, I didn't think this was possible in Minecraft Bedrock until Old Guy showed me this exact design. So a massive shout out to Old Guy for designing this. If you did want to build this exact overpowered stacked iron farm, I'm going to put a full video in the description below. And last but no means least, in today's video, we have the Regen Machine. This machine will allow you to stack up an infinite amount of the regen effect. Currently, I have got 2 minutes and 47 seconds of the regen effect. I've done a small bit of AFK in. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking, but James, yeah, you can just do that on a beacon. Well, the difference is you are going to be able to get regen effect anywhere in the world without even needing to set up a beacon. And the way you will do this is quite simple. You will set up this machine. Now, granted, I have noticed this is not the best machine. I'm definitely going to make a better version of this, but it does work. So, long story short, we've got a Trident Killer surrounded with axolotls. Now, the axolotls is the bit that's going to give you the regeneration. See, if you fight near axolotls, they will give the regeneration effect. All we've done here is essentially make it way more OP by adding loads of axolotls and a fluent way to get mobs into a Trident Killer. Now you'll see anytime a mob dies in that Trident Killer, I will get extra regeneration effect. So we're just going to wait for that to die, and this will go up, as you can see. Went all the way up to 1 minute 30. And that was from one single fish. I imagine this sort of machine is going to be great for the likes of hardcore worlds. Again, I'm definitely going to make a better version of this machine. I'm 100% sure it can be made a lot better. But what I'll do is I'll put this version in the description below. But that, my friends, is the top 5 overpowered farms and features in the latest version of the game. I do hope that this helps you out. I'll catch you guys on the next one.